Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to be building a custom pallet gate for the new pasture. But before we head out to the barn today, we need to check on the new baby chicks that Dizzy just hatched out. Hey Dizzy, how you doing, girl? How you doing, Dizzy? You sitting over here by the heat lamp. You should be sitting on your eggs. You don't need any heat today. It's about 50 degrees. I brought you a treat though, Dizzy. Yeah, your favorite. Bread. There you go. You don't have to eat it next to the heat lamp. Let's open this up and get a look at your little babies, Dizzy. Here you go. There's your bread. Hi, little ones. I'm kind of thinking that they're going to be a Brahma breed. They might be a mix, but they're probably part Brahma. Ooh, Dizzy, you making noise, girl. You telling your babies how to eat? I'm not sure if Dizzy's eggs are going to hatch anymore. I might end up pulling all these out and giving her a fresh batch of 6 eggs. That way I'll have a good understanding of how far along they are. I think she did leave these ones go too long when we did the transfer into this brooder box. Luckily, both of the ones that were alive stayed alive and they're doing well. But I think I'm going to pull these ones out and give her a fresh batch of 6 eggs. So if she wants to sit on them, she still can. And if not, then she can just have fun raising the 2 ones that did hatch. Huh, girl? You teaching them how to eat? You little chicks. So what's really exciting about these 2 chicks, they're the first baby chickens that have ever been hatched here at Whitt Acres. Huh, Pop? They're the first baby chicks, and you want to see them, don't you? But so far, these 2 look like they're doing well, so if you want to leave some comments down below, if any of them are good, they might end up being selected for these 2 baby chicks. We're not going to know if they're male or female for a while, but Dizzy's going to be raising them up here, and I'm going to keep her with them as long as she feels like being a mother. And they're just adorable. Look at them running around with that big piece of bread. All right, I grabbed the hinges that I think I'm gonna need, and I already got them pre-drilled. So now we can head up to the barn and work on this custom pallet gate. Hey birds, how you doing? Hey Bert, hey Sus, hey Sammy, you got a big tail now too. What you doing, Doc? You sleeping? Y'all sleeping? Hi Piper, you gonna help today? I think I brought up everything that I'm gonna need. But I also need to get water into the barn. I've been using just 1 tank so that my hose doesn't freeze, but now I need to switch it over to the other tank because one already ran out. I'm just gonna hook it up to this Y and leave this empty tank closed. It's gonna feed through the Y, which isn't really ideal. It won't be ideal, but this hose isn't long enough to stretch over to the other tank anymore since we pulled it down to the bottom of the barn. So it'll just feed through the fitting from this tank, and I'll just open up these valves. Don't shut this one. Open this one, open this one. Oh, I hear it. I'm gonna have to check inside and make sure the hose is going into the tank. But here is the pallet we're gonna be using for the gate. And I already brought over a few scrap 2x4s that I'm gonna be adding to the pallet. And then we're gonna be mounting it up between these 2 posts. I gotta go in there and check on the water. Hey birds, where'd Puppy go? Come on, Pup. Coming through, birds, coming through. Hey Sammy. Piper, did you get stuck? Hey girl, how you doing, Piper? Hey Bonnies. We got no water coming out yet. I'm not sure why it's not running right now. I already went up there and blew the hose out completely so it doesn't have any clogs in it. Alright, I stretched it all out here so it's not wound up anymore. We'll drain out what was in the loop and then we'll see if it'll start feeding from the tank. Thanks, Bert. Snowball, we're not free ranging yet. You stay in here, girl. She gone. No, everybody stay here. Hey, Bert. I think he's coming out with some steady flow now. I'll switch it to the tank. There we go. So I didn't cut the excess off the hose yet, and I think it is causing problems having it wound up on a hook right there. So I am going to cut this to fit custom to the tank and then hook up a float valve to it. But I'm going to hook a Y valve above the float valve, and that way all this extra hose can be hung on a hook, and I can hook it to the Y valve whenever I want to go in and clean out the pig pen. And then hopefully that'll solve the flow issue. I'm going to try and remember that this is on, and we're going to go work on the gate. Piper, you going to help today? I know Puppy's here to help. Yeah, buddy. Coming out, ducks. Coming out, birds. Hey, Bert. I hear ya, I hear ya. Mumbles. You got something in your mouth, girl. You got a dirty mouth. Yeah, I see ya. Puppy, you hanging out with all your birds? Some people are wondering, an Echo Pup is a Belgian Malinois and a Dutch Shepherd, half and half. His mom was a Belgian Malinois and his dad was a Dutch Shepherd. He's 6 years old right now. He's still a good puppy though. He doesn't have any formal training. He's just always been trained by me and spending every day with me. For the first few years, I didn't have all these birds and animals, so he's had to get, hey, don't peck me. So he's had to learn not to eat animals over the years. What are you doing, Piper? I'm gonna have him eat you if you keep pecking me. Yeah. But my plan is to use this pallet here as a gate for this space. Let me try and fit it into position. So I'm gonna fit the gate here, but you can see there's some space on either side. Hold on. The 2x4s actually aren't working as I envisioned, so I'm gonna go grab something else. I'm gonna have to use some of this wood because the 2x4s I'm using are too wide. So I'm hoping these boards that I pulled off of the pallets originally are gonna work. Hopefully these will be a little bit skinnier than the 2x4s I have. Let me see about these. Come on, Pop. See, these boards fit right on the end and they actually fit inside the slats that hang over. The 2x4s I have are just a little bit wider. So the first thing I'm doing is capping both ends here of the pallet so it's a nice square pallet. Hold on, Piper, don't be biting me. You stay in there, Piper. I started with these two sides because as you can see the pallet isn't as wide as the two posts, so I doubled up the side rails to make it wider, and I'm also going to be adding the 2x4 here to the side of this post. I need to get a bit extension. I don't have one up here and I need to really drive these ones in. Alright, I need to run down to the house and grab a couple things that I need, so we're going to check on the water first. Ooh, we're getting close. I'm going to go ahead and fill up these 4 buckets. That should give me enough time to get back. Alright, that took it down to about half. Alright, I need to not get distracted. Go down, check on Dizzy, get the bit, come right back up. Poppy, what are these ladies doing? You girls are digging craters in my food forest. I didn't even let you out. This whole area needs a good rake out. They just have craters everywhere. How you doing, Dizzy? Why are you under the heat lamp? You don't need the heat lamp, girl. What are you doing over here? Huh, Dizzy? You just hanging out with your babies? Both of them still doing well? Yeah, there you are. I see you two. You're a full-grown chicken in the little brooder box. Yeah. Just keeping an eye on your little puffballs. Look at you little puffballs. But it does look like you're not interested in sitting on your eggs anymore, huh, Dizzy? You done with that batch? Okay. You sit with the heat lamp on you. Got it. I'm thinking I might bring down the Little Red Mini Coop. That might be a better box to have Dizzy and the chicks in there. At least Dizzy would be able to jump down and get it onto the ground and maybe stretch her wings out. And the baby chicks would be able to stay up inside the box there, and then Dizzy would be able to jump down to the bottom. So I think this might be a better setup for them. But to hook a heat lamp up to it, I'm gonna have to drag it all the way down to the house. That's a project for later, huh, Pop? Let's try and finish what we already have started. All right, the water's still filling up. I should probably give the ducks a water change and then refill these buckets so this thing can keep going while I'm working on the gate. Just giving you fresh water, ducks. It's filthy in here. Dump, rinse, and fill. One hand. All right, who's gonna be first? Puppy, you're just waiting to play with your ball. Maybe Anna will play with you. And another one. I do 10 gallons in each one of these 3-foot little kiddie swimming pools. I guess they're doggy pools. They got dog bones in them. I'm Piper. So I need to fill these back up so I can get the third pool. All right, now we can get back to work on the gate. Huh, Pop? Come on, Bulls, you get in the fresh water. We got all 3 pools cleaned out. Oh, Rufio, I like your tail, buddy. All right, Piper, don't be biting me this time. You being a little bit nicer today, Piper? You let me pet you, huh? Yeah, you like those? Like them feather pets? Huh, Pop? We got a new friend. Yeah, we got a new friend, Pop. Don't spook her out. She's got to stay inside. There you go. Good boy. Good boy, Pop. This'll do. Coming out, birds. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Hey, Piper. Why you biting me, Piper? Why you biting me? What are y'all doing in here at that little bowl? You have 3 pools over there. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the water off. It's getting close. What are you talking about, Sammy? Hi, Piper. Hi. All right, we got the gate pretty much built. Now I just need to place the hinges. These are the hinges that I had from my grandparents' house that I'm saving and trying to use up as I'm making gates. I did have to buy some 1/2-inch hinge pins, but I drilled these out to fit. I just have to position them to where they're gonna actually hit something. This is just a slat board, so it's too thin to hold the weight of the gate. So I grabbed another rail board from the pallets that I tore apart, and I'm gonna have to try and slide it in this gap here to line it up with the screws. All right, now we pretty much have a gate here and we can figure out where the hinge pins are gonna go. We're looking pretty good. That right side just needs to drop down a little bit whenever I put the hinges in. So I'm just gonna line this up like so. And then I'm gonna need to drill a hole just under the size of my bolt. A Piper. All right, so the gate went to fall over and there was birds over there, so I tried to save it. And when I did that, I jerked the drill and the bit busted off right inside the hole that I need. That's not good, Piper. Stay inside, stay inside. Poppy, this gate is taking way longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna have to run down to the house, get another 1/2-inch drill bit, and then I'm gonna have to reposition my hinge so I can use a different hole because that bit's not coming out. Well, coming back up here, everybody's letting me know it's time to open the gates in free range. All right, ducks. All the ducks to get together. The gate's gonna open, come on now. Come on, ducks. You guys gotta all leave at once or you get stuck. Everybody get together. Ow, Piper, quit biting me, girl. Come on, ducks. There you go, come on now. We're missing a white one. Where's the, oh, there you are. Come on, ducks. Oh, Piper, you're always first, huh? Watch out, puppy. Watch out. They're all coming. They're all coming out. Puppy, you messed up. You messed up the duck flow, puppy. Rule number 1, puppy. Never split the ducks. Come on, girl. You can't go through the gate. This is what happens. That's why I tried to wait. I tried to wait till they all got together so this wouldn't happen. Echo, come here. Come here. Can't stand at the gate, puppy. Come on. Ducks out the gate. Everybody together. Hey. Hey. Come on, golden layer. You're missing the trip. You're missing it. Mumbles is flapping. Go, golden layer. Go. No, what are you doing? No. Come on, girl. No, you can't go this way. Nope, no gate over here. We still only have the one gate for you. It's taking forever for me to build this other gate. Uphill, duck. Go. No, 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 no. Oh, sometimes ducks aren't that smart. Come on, girl. I have other things to do, duck. I can't be walking around with you all day. You know just as well as everybody else where the gate is. Go on. Keep going, keep going. Find the birds of your feather. All right, let's get back to work on the gate. So I'm gonna have to move this hinge down now that the hole that I was gonna use is all plugged up, and I'll just have to work around this hole. This is just one of those days where things just aren't going right for me. That should be good. Go. All right, well, we're operational now. I had to dig out the ground a little bit just to level it off, but I think it's where it needs to be. I built it up in height here because I am going to close this off a little bit so it keeps the birds from jumping through. Where are they going? But for now, I want to get the 2x4 fencing attached. That way it is fully closed off. What are you doing, Piper? You trying to come out? You helping? Well, I guess I didn't bring everything I need up here with me, so I'm gonna have to go back down to the house and grab the snip so I can cut off this excess on the end. And I'm probably gonna leave it attached on the hinge side for now because it'll cover that gap. And I'm still able to open the gate, and it even gives it a little spring effect, so I kind of like it. What about you, Piper? It's not the prettiest, but at least in the basic sense, we have a working gate now. I've been thinking of different ways to try and finish off this top and fill in the gap I made. I could use the 2x4 wire mesh and just go across there, and that'll keep the birds from jumping out. I could also put chicken wire up there. I have some of that left over. And I even have some metal pipe in the barn I could cut to fit and make little prison bars there, or even do some angles with the 2x4s. But all that requires a little bit too much time, and I'm trying to get this done today. So instead of all that, I actually went over to the other side of the barn where we cleaned up that fence line underneath the maple tree, and I collected up a bunch of sticks. I have a bunch of these sticks I can just puzzle piece in there, and I think I can close it off. And it's getting pretty chilly out here, so I want to get this done. All right, Piper, what do you think? I just kept puzzle piecing it in there until I felt the gaps were small enough to where chickens weren't going to be easily getting out. And then I had a bent branch left over that looked like a pretty good handle, so I just threw it on there. I did split it when I put it on there, so it won't last forever, but I'll take it for a while. What are you doing, Piper? You ready for bed? It's getting there. We got the ducks making another trip down to the pond. I did bring up a latch for this, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it. It's one of those metal ones that flap over and then you twist it. I might use something else. I'm going to leave it off for now. The gate's going to be just fine the way it is. I forgot the snips again whenever I came back up, so I'm going to have to snip this later. But the gate can't be pushed in, and it needs lifted up just a little bit to be open, so I don't think any raccoon or any animals are going to be opening it. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I think I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow, my brother's going to be bringing down the wood that I'm going to be building the front gates out of. I haven't settled on a design yet, so I don't know if that's going to be the next video, but that's definitely coming up soon. So that's going to be all for this one. If you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo, and more than likely Piper, on the next one. Thanks for watching. What are you doing out there, Mumbles? It's bedtime. I'm Piper.